The characteristics that I see in Latin America that play not just in Latin America but around the world, including number one, just the ability to have relationships with people of all cultures, I think is a tremendous advantage. I think in the US sometimes we tend to be a bit more transactional and we don't have that sense of relationship building, which is so critical wherever you do business in the world, for example, Latin America to China or Latin America to Europe or within Latin America. I would say too is the resilience that Latin Americans have. I think the fact that you've been through so much crisis has given you a strength that countries that didn't have that perhaps don't have today. So resilience is a big factor. And I would think three, also creativity. I think the fusion in Latin America between business, art, culture is so powerful. People are very holistic and they tend to think from both sides of the brain, which I think really helps problem solving and approaches to challenges that occur every day in business around the world and in Latin America. The low-income opportunity, the low-income consumer shopper opportunity in Latin America is huge. The bottom of the pyramid, so to speak, we speak about in business. I think it starts first with understanding the consumer need. We, for example, in our company, in PepsiCo, we go deep into consumer insights, into shopper insights. We actually immerse ourselves into the living experience, the shopping experience of low-income consumers to try to decode and understand what they're trying to go after. Secondly, it's developing the products and really the brands, because what we discovered with low-income consumers is that they actually want to consume the same brands that A income level or B income level consumer buys, but maybe they want to have a different package size, or they want to buy it in a store that they're comfortable perhaps shopping in. So those are really keen insights. And then I think also in terms of delivering functional benefits that they may need. If there's a certain nutritional deficiency within a targeted income group or geography or demographic, we can develop products that satisfy that nutritional opportunity. And then in terms of the community, I think it's all about giving back as well. So for example, often we run programs where we donate a certain amount of proceeds of sales to purchasing books, for example, or in Brazil, we hired low-income people as part of a recycling campaign, upcycling campaign. We would recover waste and then hire people in a partnership with a company called TerraCycle to actually produce products, school kids products, for example, school bags and pencil holders and that kind of thing. And that was sewn together by low-income women who normally wouldn't have a job opportunity. So I think a great example of giving back to the community as well on the back end, while addressing also the environment and sustainability. The World Cup and the Olympics, I mean, this is the decade of Brazil. Certainly the decade of Brazil and Latin America overall. And I would say the number one opportunity is really, even before we get to the marketing piece, is to ensure that we have adequate capacity in manufacturing logistics. What we see in Brazil right now is the tremendous growth of the marketplace has taken capacity out of the system. So we're not able necessarily always to give the product that we should be giving at the place that should be sold just in terms of the basic product itself. I think beyond that, I think it's the marketing side, it's really how we engage people, the pride of Brazil, perhaps the Brazilian teams, the Brazilian pride, and engage that pride in marketing campaigns and packages, and even in unique flavors. So we can envision a day, for example, when we have perhaps a Brazilian flavor campaign that celebrates the various flavors of Brazil in savory snacks. And then finally, I think we can do a lot to celebrate the event itself through what we call the Power of One, bundling our soft drink products with our snack products. And that's something that I think all companies can do. They can think of marketing campaigns that celebrate the year, so to speak, of what Brazil is going through. But certainly a tremendous decade for Brazil, and we look forward to being part of that.